Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Toonkind D&D. I am Wiz. I am your DM for today. And this is the second session of the race to Atlantis for the crew that has been hired by a Mr. Malt Thaddach. So just because it's been a little while since we've all been together, I'll get you guys top to bottom. Introduce yourselves, please.
Hi, I'm Avi, Aviator, and I'll be playing Dillan Be Kind, your local half-toon menace.
I'm Minnie, and I'm going to be playing Georgie, Worn-type Toon Spider Bard.
I am Gently Mad, and I am going to be playing Corey, who is the resident dumbass of the group. But he fights good.
He can do more than just fight. I believe in him. And I am Mock. I am playing Minervina Darlington Gainsborough, otherwise known as Minnie. She is 9. And that's all.
And that's all. We'll do a quick little recap. So, the last time we were all together, Malt had met you all in a bar near the docks and said to you, I need you to go into my friend's ship and swap this map for the one that he's got. And,
we did great.
That's right, exactly.
Succeeded, flying colors.
That's right. Exactly.
For a given definition thereof. It ended with Malt not being particularly impressed with your endeavors. And this session is taking place immediately after the end of that session. So we ended with Thad leading you down away from Widdy's ship, from Wilma, to a different part of the docks. And the crafts that he leads you towards, they are not like any other ship you have ever seen. And I am posting pictures of them in the game zone for you.
Ooh.
There are 3. One sort of bluish, one sort of tannish, and one kind of reddish brown, which is dirty. And he approaches them with a wave and declares, "Hey kids!" And you can actually hear a vague, mumbled, teenage-sounding response from all 3.
Oh, they're children! Oh, that's cute.
Oh, wait. Oh, the vehicles talk?
Mm-hmm.
Ah! I love it!
Oh, that's cute. Oh, I love that.
I do.
Thad sort of turns to the lot of you and then gestures to the 3 craft that are bobbing in the water. Says, "This is Audrey, Molly, and Joshua. This is how we'll be getting to the island."
Dillan lifts a hand and he waves and he just goes, "Hi."
Corey's still trying to figure out where the voices came from. Like, so he looks over at Malt and he's just like, "So, are they very small, or invisible, or?"
Well, no, obviously they're the. I don't know. Do you guys prefer boats or hovercraft or?
One of them, you're not quite sure which one, speaks up and says, "We're wave buggies."
Oh, wave buggies. All right.
Thad looks very proud of himself. He's like, "I drew them myself."
They're great.
Which one is the smallest?
Well, they're all roughly the same size, but Molly looks like she has the lowest roof. Like, she's quite long, but has the lowest roof, and the tallest roof would be Audrey. which is the blue one.
Okay.
They have their names on their license plates on the front.
Oh, I see it. Molly.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, no, I love that.
Minnie has gone over to introduce herself to Molly first.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi. I'm Minnie.
Molly.
Nice to meet you.
Same.
She repeats this with all three.
Oh,
Very good first impressions.
so cute. Okay, I guess Corey's figured out the what the deal is here, and although he's a little bit uncertain because he's not, but I mean, well, heck, I mean, we had a talking boat in last episode, so why not talking? And he goes over to Molly as well, and he's like, he just kind of like nods his head. It's like, hello, pleased to meet you.
You get very similar responses to what Minnie did. It's a very polite, hi, I'm Molly, nice to meet you.
So he just goes to each one, and he just kind of nods his head, like, I'm Corey, it's nice to meet you, hello, hovercraft type people. Water buggies.
Wave buggies. They're like dune buggies, but for waves.
Water buggies. Alright. Is that because they're on the water and they look like little bugs? Is that right? So the water, like, oh, I get it now. Oh, alright. Yeah, I get it. Alright. Water bugs. Because they look like bugs. Water.
All three of them are just sort of blinking at you. You can sort of see their headlights just go blink, blink.
I like to imagine that Dylan's in the background and he's like, he is very much grinning at this, like, please keep making a fool of yourself.
Georgie's gonna help a bit. She's gonna step up and introduce herself, kind of following the example of their leader there. Hi, I'm Georgie. Nice to meet you.
You get a very similar response, although it's a little warmer because you're quite obviously a Toon. Whereas your companions, it's not as obvious. Oh, dear.
So are you guys triplets then?
Yep.
That's awesome. I don't get to meet other triplets very often.
Oh, you're a triplet?
Yeah, my sisters are off doing their own things, but yeah.
Oh, that's a shame. We stay together all the time.
That's nice.
Thad's just standing off to one side, just sort of letting you get acquainted.
Thad's just like regretting all of his life choices right now.
Dillan, I feel like Dillan has like introduced himself. He just goes like, "Hi, I'm Dillan Toonkind." I totally messed up his accent right there because I don't remember it.
Just use what comes naturally. It's all good.
Yeah, exactly.
And like this entire time, he's trying to think of something else to say, but his tail, he has no idea what to say, so his tail's just kind of like swishing back and forth. He thinks these dudes are nice. They're like the kindest shit.
Oh boy. Alright, cool. Well, pleasantries are exchanged, and various different first impressions with the wave buggies. And Thad sort of steps close and slides into the front seat in Audrey. And then he looks up at the rest of you and goes, alright, split off, get in. And I forgot to tell the person who I pay to draw these to put 2 seats in each of them, so just pretend that there are 2 seats in each.
Alright. Okay, well, my boy's gonna head for Molly because Red can't go wrong with her, right?
I was gonna say Minnie is also definitely already in there. with Molly.
Alright.
She's probably trying. I don't know how well Molly responds, but she is engaging conversation. She's just saying things like, "You're red. Do you like being red?" Like,
Yeah, Molly just chatters back. That's fine.
red's a good color.
Alright, so Minnie and who else was helping him, Molly? I'm just writing it down.
Me, Corey.
Corey. Okay.
Yeah. Corey and Minnie's taking Molly.
Georgie will go with Joshua.
Yeah, I was
Alright.
about to say that like Dillan was gonna hop in Joshua.
Listen, why are the real kind like coming over here? Who are you people?
Corey is just kind of like looking. He's like, I guess he sort of said, he's probably so tall. He's just like tall man and little
Oh my
Corey.
god, you picked the shortest one.
He's like,
Amazing.
he's crushed up in the car, and he's like, cozy.
Oh dear. All right, so you pile into Joshua and into Molly, and you can see there is a steering wheel and some control panels in the front, and in the back seat there is also some control panels, and in the sides there are a few compartments. And Thad sort of guides Audrey around to beside the other two craft and says to you, "Okay, we're gonna do something before we get carried away. Because after your earlier efforts, I'm not keen on my life being in your hands if we get accosted on the ocean. So I'm gonna put you through your paces a little bit, and make sure you're not gonna have us all drown."
I'm probably a good idea, but rude.
I mean, to be fair,
I will agree, mistakes were made, but I'm going to point out the first mistake was not letting us know your friend was so trap happy. Okay?
Nice.
Get him.
That is not going to acknowledge that with a response.
Corey is just grinning. Oh my god, he loves this.
All right, so
Does he need to cure wounds for that burn?
Oh my god.
splendid. All right, so he just sort of blinks and then carries on. All right, so this is how it works. The kids will handle your acceleration and your braking for the most part. In the sides there are 2 grappling hooks each, and there are cannon controls available in both seats. Okay? So what we're gonna do, just for a bit of fun, and he shoots off out of the harbour towards some open ocean, and before you can follow him too closely, you can see him pitch something out of Audrey and into the water, and with a big thump, these floating targets are now bobbing up and down on the surface of the ocean.
Oh,
oh, target practice.
So here is how it works. It's a little bit of a friendly race. There are 3 targets each for each team. You got to shoot the first 2 with your cannon, and the last one you have to hit with the grappling hook, climb across the rope to the target, and there is a little box on the target which you have to grab and get back to your craft and then over to me at the finish line. Trying not to fall overboard in the process. Sound fun?
Yeah.
Sounds like the best fun I've had in years. Reminder that Dylan's a teenager.
all right.
Oh, this is gonna be good. All right. So, the way this is going to work is you're each going to have a turn at hitting a target with the cannon. And then you're going to have to do dex saves to not fall overboard. If anyone falls overboard or you miss, you don't get to move on to the second target.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Okay?
Alright.
Oh,
Okay.
Alrighty. Now, I did
Okay.
have a document to track this, but I didn't open it because that would have been clever. So, just 1 second and I'll open it quickly.
So in preparation for this, Minnie has removed like her coat and her bags. Just because last time that all ended up in the water, and she still has to. I think she did check on her violin. It's okay. The bag is fairly waterproof, but doesn't want to have to get it submerged again. So.
Nope, fair enough.
So
Alright.
it's kind of a lighter clothes now.
Cool. Alright, so we have Team Minnie and Corey. And
Clover.
Team Georgie and Dylan. Alright, so among yourselves, first decide who out of each team is going to have the first shot at the target.
Alright. Alright.
full disclosure, I don't mind either way.
Yeah, me neither.
Clover says that she doesn't want to do it, so I could do the first one if you want.
Oh, alright. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Clover, you can do whatever you want. That's fine.
You can go first if you want, Dylan.
Alright. Heck yeah.
Alright, cool. So, I will get you guys to roll a d20 plus your dexterity modifier to fire the cannon.
Okay.
Dex.
Okay, Dylan, calm down. That's
Wow!
not what
Yeah,
I'm
Dylan!
afraid to roll this now. I think Minnie does the thing where she takes a big breath and then holds it and fires. No,
Nice.
That's a 19. That's
Nice.
good.
That's
Yay.
good. That is very good. You've both smashed that. Alright,
Yeah, nice shot.
good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Corey's like, yeah, you did it, you did it, you did it.
Sweet. Alright, now roll me your dex modifiers to not fall overboard.
This one's a saving throw, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have.
Okay.
Oh, yes, I do.
I get my proficiency bonus for a saving
That's a
throw.
16.
And a 24. Holy crap. Okay, so you guys are both fine. The waves are kind of going bob, bob, bob under the wake of the cannon firing, and it's actually, you're not quite sure where the cannon has actually come out of on these craft because you can't see a cannon, but you hit the controls that are on the sides of the buggies, and then you just sort of feel the whole buggy just go doof as this cannonball shoots out, and both of you have completely demolished the first target. And that's actually sort of zooming around behind you in Audrey, just going, oh, that's actually not too bad. All right.
Dylan's looking over at Minnie, and he's trying to do like an air high five at Minnie.
Aw,
Just waves back at him.
Fantastic.
What the air high five is.
top of Corey's head is just like rhythmically going boom, boom, boom against the top of the thing with the waves. But he's very proud of Minnie. He's just, he just like gave her a little pat on the head, and he's like, I knew you could do it.
Fantastic. Okay, I did
imagine
not
she's
read
in
the
back
entire
seat, by
sentence
the
of
way.
my
I don't
notes.
know if we established this.
Hmm?
No, I'm just Minnie's in the back seat. I don't know if we established this.
Cool. Can I also get a dex saving throw from the other two as well?
Alright. Dex.
Don't fall off.
shit.
Oh no!
All right.
A couple of twos.
Once again.
Right. So
7 and 5. Wow.
the two that fired the cannons, maybe it's because that they were sort of grounded themselves in to make that shot, but your passengers were not as prepared for the craft to shake and bob as much as they did, and there is a loud splash from both.
We were too busy waving at each other to notice at first.
Oh, goodness. So, Thad is just sort of shaking his hand and goes, "Man overboard!"
Oh boy.
And now I'm just gonna get you guys to tell me how you're getting back in the boat.
Well, Corey's head pops out of the water, you know, he just, like, does a little thing, you know, and, his acrobatics is pretty good, like, he's got a +5 for acrobatics. Could be, I don't know,
You can give it a try.
yeah, alright. Does some kind of, he's like, alright, he's gonna show off his little, do a little fancy getting back in boat buggy thing.
Wave buggy.
Wave buggy.
The wave buggy.
That's an 11. That's an 11.
Nice.
You try and be really fancy about it, and you want to, you know, do some sort of grab the side and kind of flip back in. When you grab the side and you go to do your flip, and your hands just sort of slip off the metal edges of these odd little crafts, and you just sort of belly flop back into the ocean.
Ouch!
Oh, ow. He comes back up again, and he's like, you know, and he shakes his head. He's like, I meant to do that.
You good there, Corey?
Yep, yep, I'm fine. No, yep, no worries. I'm good. I'll just, you know, I'm just gonna try that again. Right? Do it again. Alright, let's try dexterity first. Let's try that one more time.
Go without the bells and whistles, maybe.
Do we have, like, ropes?
That's better.
Alright, okay, very good.
15 is a lot better, and that will actually get you back into the boat. But you think you left a little bit of your dignity in the ocean somewhere.
Dignity, who's ever heard of that?
Georgie, what about you? How are you getting back in the boat?
I think Georgie's going to attempt about the same. She's going to try and reach up and grab the door and kind of haul herself up.
Mm-hmm.
So a dexterity check?
Yep.
Dylan's like probably gonna try and reach.
Oh dear, dear. Okay, so you have the same problem. The outsides of these craft are wet metal, and so they're slippery, and you can't seem to get a hold on it. You don't even, like, because you're not trying to do a flip or anything, you don't belly flop back into the water, but you kind of just sort of scrabble at the side before just sort of going ploosh.
Georgie sighs and then makes the decision to ditch her coat.
Oh,
she's got an extra. She loses these things all of the time. So she ducks out of her orange overcoat, and she's gonna try this again without the added weight.
Dylan is allowed to help.
Yeah, like Dylan. I wanted to say that Dylan's like probably reaching over to try and help, but like he has a handout or something.
Okay, so this time I think she's gonna aim for Dylan's hand rather than trying to climb up sheer metal.
Yep. No, that's fine. Because he's helping you, you can roll with advantage.
Okay.
That's also not great.
Okay. No.
That's not great. Can I get a dex saving throw from Dylan, please?
Oh no!
It's a 14.
Okay, so thank goodness. Okay, so you reach down to help Georgie back into the buggy, and she's Minnie, did Georgie ever take her coat off or put her hood down last time? I don't think she did.
She did not.
So
She did not.
What's Dillan's opinion on spiders?
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Dylan thinks spiders are cool. Are you kidding me?
Okay, that's alright then.
This is the kind of kid who would like watch bugs during recess in school.
Okay. That being the case, it's not going to be a, oh no, a spider. It's going to be a, you're a spider, and kind of lose your grip on her, but you do not fall into the water yourself.
Oh yeah, is this like Georgie's first reveal as a spider?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she has not taken off this coat yet.
Hmm.
You guys knew she had extra arms under there, but that's what you do.
Oh dear, Mock's rolling something.
Oh no! I see.
What was that, Mock?
That was just a perception check.
Okay, that's alright. That's fine.
I just want to see if Minnie notices. It's a 14. I'll let you know how that works out in the future.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright, well, we're going to move on to the next round. So, that actually means that Minnie and Corey are winning so far. So,
High five!
So Corey, it is your turn to take a shot at these targets. So,
All right.
just a dex to fire the cannon.
Okay, alright. Now, you know what? I just realized something. I think he's supposed to be, like, proficient in water vehicles or something, so he ought to know how to do this.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, he's got, like, a +2 bonus for that. So, okay, alright. So we got dexterity. Alright, and you got the +3, so that would be like 5 altogether, +3, +2.
Yep.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Alright. Cool. Alright. Let's see how spectacularly this boy will mess this up. Let me see.
19. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Alright. Okay.
He's regained a little bit of his confidence here, and he's just like, he looks over at Minnie and he's like, yeah, watch this. You know, and he's just like, just gets out.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, cool. I'll get you and Minnie to roll your not falling in the water dex saving throws now, please.
Alright.
Minnie's good.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Alright, let's see.
She's
Are
got
we going in the drink again, Corey? I don't know.
Oh! Yes, you're going in the drink again.
Yes.
You're so pleased with yourself.
Corey kind of like gets up and he's just like, yeah, whoa.
I was asking before, but this time, is there like, do we have like ropes on here? Do we have, like a rope?
There is. You've got grappling hooks. You've got grappling hooks. Yes.
Okay, this time Minnie has this close at hand because she was looking for it last time when Corey fell in, and she is gonna like unwind it from wherever it is and like hold it out so that he can grab onto it. I think she like wraps it around like the chair. She knows that she's not strong.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Are you just lowering it or tossing it?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, she's trying to. She'll toss it as I think as close as she could get it, but
bonk. Let's see here. Does Corey catch it? That would be dexterity, correct? Mm-hmm. Does Corey catch it?
Sploosh.
Absolutely not.
It just hits him right
Vice Purser said 9 and only 9.
9 and only 9. It just like whacks him right, smack right in the face. and he scrambles for it.
Oh dear. Actually, because it's below a 10, I think it probably does hit him. So I will. I will get you to roll a 1d4 damage for getting hit in the face.
It's alright. Alright, 1d4.
3. Okay, you have taken 3 bludgeoning damage to your face.
He's got like a big rope-shaped mark across the face. Wow.
Oh boy. Wonderful.
Alright, let's try this again.
Yep.
It's a very simple process, dear. You just grab the rope and you pull yourself in, okay?
That's better.
There we go. Now, there we go. I knew you could do it. Alright, so after a little bit of fumbling around in the water, he does eventually find it. And I guess he just sort of hauls himself up and back in the water into the little thing again and just shakes his fuzzy head.
Awesome. Fantastic. Okay.
Do you like swimming or like?
He's asking that. Well, he's like, well, I don't mind it. It's just I would if I was swimming that I'd have a little bit of forewarning before ahead of time, and then, but it's all right. It's fine. It's all right. We're winning.
She nods like this is like sage advice.
Yes. Aw, I love their interactions. So cute.
Amazing. Alright, on that note, let's go back to the other two. We're still trying to get Georgie out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
Do you wanna roll to try and climb back up?
Yep.
If Dillan's still helping, you can still have it with advantage.
Dylan's
Point
still
of the can climb things? Okay.
Dylan's still helping out.
I'm gonna do a perception check to see
an idea. She's gonna pull a knitted scarf out of her hammer space.
Mm-hmm.
And then kind of use it to try and lasso onto the wave buggy.
Okay. Roll me a d10 for your hammer space.
Mm-hmm.
I did a little perception check with Corey.
Yep, that's not a 1, so you're fine. And with a 9 perception, Corey doesn't see anything.
he's got like his hair's like all flopped in his eyes and stuff. Like,
Okay.
You saw
Does she shake like a wet dog?
And the water.
yeah, and the water and a rope in the face.
Do Dex to try and hook this thing onto the wave buggy. Nope.
Nope.
How far away are we from them?
The targets were for each team were far enough apart that only a crit fail would result in you actually hitting one another. So a fair distance.
No, I mean, how far are we from the other team?
Yeah, that's what I mean. So like you had 2 sets of targets, and they were far enough apart that unless you really ballsed it up, you wouldn't hurt each other. And like they veer off in slightly different directions as well, so even if one team is further ahead, you're not going to be aiming
Probably
in their direction.
further than 30 feet. Then.
Yeah, you're further than 30 feet.
Alright.
I think Dylan's gonna try and once again reach a hand for Georgie to take.
Yep, let's try this one more time.
Cool. Roll it with
Come on,
advantage
Dice
because you've got the
Parker.
help.
Okay. Come on, Dice Parser. Work with me here.
Hey!
we
22!
go.
There you go.
Right.
That's the stuff. Alright. So, you have now managed to get back into the boat. And luckily, you're in the tropics, so it's not freezing. And you can now move on to your second target.
Okay, Dylan. Never, ever tell my sister about that.
Dylan just like pantomime, zipping his lips and locking it, throwing away the key. Secret's safe with me.
Splendid.
So pretty much
Derek,
everybody
keep an eye
noticed.
on me.
Everybody noticed this except for Corey, right?
Yes.
Everybody knows now.
Oh gosh.
Did Malt see? Does it matter?
Malt can. He's kind of just watching, so, but you know, not a huge concern. All right. So, Georgie, I think that's you on the cannon.
Oh boy.
Right.
Okay, it was a dex roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
The cannon.
Yep. Damn!
Yes.
23!
Woo! She destroys it.
Woo!
That was a
Nice.
nat 20.
Nice.
Damn! Okay.
Woo.
Wowza. Who are you in? You're in Joshua. Roll me 2d6.
Okay.
8. Okay.
Good.
So, you hit that target really, really well. It goes straight through, and you can actually see the cannonball. And it is embedded into this wooden target that's floating on this inflatable ring. And it's like, you know those punching buddy things that you punch them real hard and then they go boop, pop back up? It basically does that. It goes all the way down and slaps the back of the water and then pops back up with a little cannonball embedded in it.
Woo! Wow!
Woo.
There
All right,
we go.
Nice one, Georgie.
Okay. Okay, so...
Now we gotta roll not to fall out of the boat, right?
Yeah, now you gotta roll to get out, not fall out of the boat.
Oh, yeah. That was a save, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's an 18.
Nice.
Good.
17.
You're both fine.
Yeah!
Awesome. Okay,
Alrighty.
so, back to Minnie and Corey.
Yeah.
So,
Weehaw.
you now have to hit this last target with the grappling hook and climb over to it and grab a box from on top and then climb back.
Alright. You want Minnie to give this a shot? Or you want Corey to try it? Or what do you think?
You both have to do it, so in whichever order you like.
Oh, you both. Okay, alright.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, Corey's just like, Corey's like, I'll go first to make sure it's safe. You know.
Yeah, do that.
Just-
See, make sure that this is safe.
Yeah, I just want to make sure this is safe, right? So what do we need to roll here? Are we doing what are we doing? Acrobatics with this or?
Well, you have to hit the target with the grappling hook first.
Okay, all right. So that's
Does the
definitely
other person
dexterity.
also have to hit it with the grappling hook, or is it once the hook is there, they could both use the same one?
He never specified the answer to that, so I'll let
I
you.
mean, heck, could we both go at the same time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we
Oh.
could, yeah.
How?
Ooh,
Okay,
okay.
hang on. How close are we to the target? Like when I imagine we're kind of going around it to stay nearby it. Like, what's the range on these grappling hooks?
They are. It's got a 30-foot rope, so it's a long rope.
Okay.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna see if Corey can hit it with the grappling hook.
Yep.
Yes. Nice. Woohoo!
Woo!
Yep.
Oh wow! And now you have to do the
Corey's
acrobatics to get over.
All right. Corey's very proud of himself. Well, Corey actually, he turns around to Minnie and he actually is going to, turn around to Minnie and just be like, so, now did he say that you had to shoot a grappling hook or couldn't we just both go over on together? What do you want to do?
You just said that we had to hit it, right?
Yeah, and then I think we got to, climb.
There's the box.
Climb over there and grab it. Oh, I think all right. I think I got an idea, but here's what you're gonna have
Do
to
we
do.
have to climb?
Yeah, say that again.
Do we
What'd
have
she
to
say?
climb?
I think so. You don't think? You know what? I wonder if Clover could do it for us. You think Clover? Oh no, Clover would probably be scared to do it, right?
No. Chloe says that she could probably get it.
Right? Okay. Well, I tell you what, we'll go over there just so that Clover doesn't get scared. You want me to go? You want me to go with Clover, or you want to stay here, or what do you want to do, little one?
I think as you have been saying this, Minnie has been kind of staring off into the distance, like behind you. I imagine you just shot the grappling hook and then turned around to look at her. And what Minnie's gonna do is cast Mage Hand. How heavy are these boxes?
I love you. Minnie is such a smart baby.
The boxes are not very big. They're probably... Oh, what's something about the same size? They're probably about no bigger than like a brownie. Like
Okay,
you
so
could
less
fit
than
it in
10
a-
pounds.
Oh yeah, absolutely less than 10 pounds. They're tiny.
Nice.
I mean, not that I have any
as
concept
you
of
have
what
been
a pound
talking
feels like.
to
but,
her
like,
about this, I think she has just used the Mage Hand and gets 2 boxes, stacks them on top of each other, and then once you start being like, well, should I go or should you go or what do you want to do? Minnie just looks past you and says, "Oh, she's back." And there's the 2 boxes sitting on the side of Molly.
And Corey turns around and goes, "Oh, well, there you go." He's like, "You're a great leader. Good job, Clover. Good job." He's down for this.
I'm just gonna...
Hey.
Okay,
Yeah, that's right.
Thad doesn't notice. Good.
Even if he did, we're gonna argue these rules. He never said which team member it had to be. It could be the invisible one.
That's
Quote-unquote
right.
invisible
Exactly.
Oh, golly.
one. You're gonna look at this kid and tell her that her friend isn't there?
That's
Get
right.
outta here.
That's right. You are going to look at this child and tell her that her invisible friend does not. Corey will fight you over that.
Oh, absolutely.
Corey will absolutely throw hands with
We got the
Grandpa.
boxes, baby!
Oh, yeah, and he's already made her cry once today, so, yep. Okay, great.
Either way, if you didn't notice, we'll never know.
That's right.
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh,
Oh
boy.
god, that was amazing. High fives all around.
Yes. All
Okay.
right.
So, Georgie and Dylan, do you want to have a crack at this target too?
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, here's what I'm thinking with the grappling hook. If we use both of them, and we hit the target one higher than the other, we can use one of the ropes as a handhold, and sort of like tightrope walk our way over there. What do you think?
That sounds like it could work.
That's like such an actual good idea and strategy.
Pulling it off though.
Yeah, that is the catch there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dear. Well, you're welcome to give it a try.
Alright, this is just a dex,
Yeah,
right?
dex to throw it and acrobatics to get across the rope.
Okay. Come on, Dylan.
Yeah! Nice!
Yeah. Woo-hoo.
Whoa!
Okay. Oh, the second grappling hook.
Less good, but, hold on. What was my DC for this? Yeah, nah. You've got one rope that's nice and secure over on the target, but Georgie, your one it falls short and just goes sploosh into the water, and you can actually see this nice big wet patch across the side of the target now. So you only missed it by that much.
Has not been my day. Alright. Okay, we could either just try it with the one rope, or we can give this another shot. What do you think?
I mean, I'm good either way. Because, I got a, pretty good hooking mechanism over here, and he gestures to his tail.
Okay, we'll try it with the one rope then.
Alright. You said it was acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
Alright, guess who has proficiency in that?
23. That's good.
Woo.
That is very good.
Alright, Dillan sort of takes the rope and you just sort of like a oh, what is it? No, it's gone. You just sort of scamper right across the rope, no problems whatsoever. And you get over to the target, and there are 2 little boxes, like the little wooden boxes, on top of the target.
And one of them's for Georgie, so he thinks he's supposed to leave the other one there for Georgie to take.
So look at you guys following the rules.
Well, the point was kind of to prove we could do this stuff.
Not Minnie. Listen, it's not
did
Minnie's
prove
fault
that she
if the
could do
rules were
stuff.
not clearly explained.
That's right. And I mean, we're supposed to be sneaky types anyway, so you know, we're just
Yeah.
Minnie
being
just used her
sneaky.
own skills for this one, and she did
That's
great.
right. That's
We're
right.
doing the like Naruto test cheating.
Great.
The real
No.
test is to cheat at the test.
There are loopholes, and we're finding them.
Yeah, yep. Okay, so Dillan gets over, he grabs the box, and now you've got to get back. So,
Alright,
have another crack at that.
Dylan, I swear, if you mess this up...
17! It's not as good as before, but you managed to get back over to the buggy without falling in the water. It's definitely not as graceful as before, but it's probably because you've got something in your hand.
Yeah.
Okay. I can do this. It's just like the obstacle course back at the studio is all.
Dylan bites the box.
Oh, okay. 14
Okay.
for your acrobatics. That does it. You do get over there. Again, it's not graceful. It's like the target is
It's
moving.
wobbly.
The target is moving, and the buggy is moving, and the rope is moving. But you do get across to the target, and there's a little wooden
Something
box.
Georgie has done before, but she is clearly out of practice.
Yes. Oh dear.
Corey has been cheering for them the whole time because you know he's aware we're all on the same team, so you know he's just been like, "Woo, Dylan, woo, Georgie,
Okay.
you can do it."
She's gonna put the box in hammer space so that she doesn't drop it on the way back.
Fair?
Alright. Now we're gonna try getting back.
Oh no! That's a 6!
Oh,
You put the box into your hammer space and you take a step backwards to turn around to go back to the rope, and your foot slips and you're in the drink again, Georgie.
oh no!
It's like Wilhelm scream into the water.
No, Georgie!
Oh boy.
All of her little spider legs got tangled up.
Yep.
Oh dear. Okay.
Oh dear.
What are you gonna do?
Okay. I'm closer to the target than the buggy.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she's gonna try and jump up high enough to get a grip on the rope, and then she's just gonna pull herself hand over hand back to the buggy.
Okay. I would say that's probably athletics.
Athletics.
Oh, actually, no, acrobatics. It'd be acrobatics.
Oh, good. It's much better than athletics. Alright.
$14. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
Oh, good.
So you
Great.
scramble up the target and you grab onto the rope and you manage to sort of monkey yourself back over to the buggy. But again, there is dignity on the ocean's floor.
Yeah, she's kind of grumbling under her breath as she does this.
You okay there, Georgie?
Yeah. Oh boy.
Thad sort of...
I am not making a good showing of it today. How embarrassing.
Thad sort of...
Just kind of pats your shoulder.
Thad's pottering along nice and dry in his boat. It's like, well, you can all at least swim.
There is that.
Though,
Minnie, who has not been in the water.
though you
She was
didn't
in the
do
water
too
from the
badly
last
with
game.
your
She's
targets.
fine.
Corey looks over at Minnie and just grins real big.
Well, you're all fairly good shots, so that's a surprise, but encouraging. Okay, that'll do. Are you lot ready to carry on?
Wiz, I got a
Heck
question.
yeah!
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
What's your question?
What's in the box?
You'd like to open them and find out?
Yeah. No. Hang on.
He
can't
put
say
his
this
mouth
shit
in it. He
anymore.
put it in his mouth.
Oh dear. Okay, the little boxes, they're
Can I
just...
use identify on the box?
Sure! Oh yeah, go for
The
it!
skull slot for this. I'm using to identify.
I mean, you can if you want!
Listen, she doesn't know what's going on with these like old men anymore. If it's a magic item, I learn its properties and how to use it. I think otherwise, I learn like what it is.
Okay. Well,
I don't know if it means I can know what's in it, but
I don't think it
is it
means
a
you know
normal
what's
box
in it.
or not?
it is a small wooden box with a small latch that is not locked. It is made out of some sort of wood. You suspect it might be pine because it looks like it has been made to float if dropped in the water. It has no magical properties.
Good.
Amazing.
Now she will open the box.
Okay, inside the box is a very neatly folded nautical bandana.
Ooh.
Which,
So-
out of interest, also has no magical properties. It's just an accessory.
Aw. So I guess, like, Corey, upon seeing that Minnie has opened her box and has a cute little bandana, he's going to open up his box too, I guess. And look, what's he got?
Yep, they are all nautical bandanas, either blue or red and white, at your choice.
Ah! Dylan's tying his around his neck. He said it was a bandana, right?
Yeah, it's a bandana.
Okay, so he's gonna tie his around his neck. And
Oh dear.
Corey's just going to tie his around his head, I guess. His hair is just like poof out everywhere underneath it. He has very fluffy hair.
yeah, I think it'll be like a blue one.
Minnie goes for the thing where you like make it like a headband,
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
Nice.
like the bangs underneath.
Aw.
very nice.
Corey's like, now we look like the proper sneaky type, don't we?
Oh boy. Okay, so after you open up all your boxes, Thad leads you in Audrey off in across the ocean, and it is possibly the most uneventful trip that you have ever been on. And we do a wipe fade to coming up towards a beach of an island that is in the southeast of Ankwell. And you've been sailing for a little while. You're tired, and the buggies, by virtue of having nice little flat bottoms, all just sort of wash up on the beach, and you can now get out. The
Corey
island
gets out,
is
he's just like, ow.
the island is a very stereotypical tropical island looking place. So there's nice wide beach with golden sand, and there's palm trees and dense jungle not very far from the sand. And as you get out, I'd like everyone to do a con save to see whether or not you fall over from having been on a boat for so long.
Constitution save.
Con save.
Con
Boy,
save.
Oh wait,
that's a no.
And then Corey crits.
Wow.
I know. Just like, yep, it feels good.
Minnie hops off, turns around to say thank you to Molly, and suddenly she's like on her side on the floor.
You are so used to being on a craft that moves and bobs underneath you, and you get onto solid ground and you just fall straight into the sand. Except for Corey. He just gets off the boat, it's like, whatever.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah, he cracks his back a little bit because he's been hunched up in that thing for all this time. But I mean, he's good. Yeah, he's all right. He's going to help Minnie and the others get up.
I think Dillan's on his back and he's definitely making like a sand angel. Like, yeah, I definitely planned this.
Totally meant to do this. Corey comes over to him and he puts his hand on his hips and he looks down and he's like, so you need any help there or are you having fun?
I'm having fun no matter what I do, man.
Alright. Well, I'll just leave you to it then. You know, because helps Georgie up, helps Minnie up. I don't have to roll or anything. Do I have to roll anything for that?
Nah.
Alright.
Yeah, Georgie's looking at herself.
Yes.
Oh dear. Alright, as you're getting up off of the sand and brushing yourselves off, you turn over to where Thad has already disembarked from Audrey, and you can see him pitching all sorts of different things out of her and out of his hammer space, and there is big hunks of what you think are like fake rocks, like set pieces and like paint pots and all sorts of things that are just landing in the sand with big thuds.
I'm going to do investigation because Corey has like a -1 to investigation, so I just want to see.
Oh my god.
Okay, you go over and you have a look at this rock, and suddenly you're looking at Thad going, how strong is this, Grandpa? He was just pitching these over his shoulders. And some of them are big, you know?
Corey just like raises an eyebrow and is like, "Oh, all right." It's his respect for Grandpa has, you know, increased marginally. You know, he just gotta respect Grandpa who can just toss around rocks like it's no big deal. So.
Does anyone else want to do anything?
I was gonna say Minnie might like to just look around and see where they are.
Okay. So like I said before, you're on an island, on a beach, and there's palm trees and jungle and the distant sound of, you know, the exotic birds off in the distance. But from here, there are no
seashells.
Oh yeah, seashells. Absolutely seashells.
Oh, excellent. Minnie's picking them up. She's never been to the ocean before, or like a real nice beach.
This is a real nice beach.
I've been to the ocean, obviously, but like, you know, at like ports and stuff.
No, it's a gorgeous beach. Like, you could totally see like flicking out a deck chair and having a little coconut drink with an umbrella on this beach. Absolutely.
Very nice.
Yeah, Georgie's just kind of oohing and eyeing over the fake rocks and things that he's pulling out.
Is anyone going to ask him about it, or just let him do it?
Yeah, she'll ask him about it.
Really quick. Dillan hands
He's like, ooh.
Dillan hands Minnie a seashell. It's like one of those spiral ones. And he goes, if you hold this up to your ear, you can hear the waves. And then he goes to see what that's doing.
Oh, we gave her a conch shell. That's cute.
Just
Just gonna write +1 conch shell.
Wonderful.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure I have that up to my items.
Right. What time is it? Like, what's the about what time is it? Is it like midday, evening?
It's well, you were. What time of day was it when you were sneaking aboard the ship? I think that was sort of nighttime because Widdy was asleep. So you guys have been sailing long enough that it is morning. And I'm happy to say that you guys had a rest on the boats. So
All right. Good. Okay. Just trying to establish what the
So it's not like super early morning. The sun is up, but it's morning.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what Corey can do. Like, Corey. Well, you know what? I'm gonna have Corey go help Minnie pick up seashells. He might as well. He's just like he doesn't know what's going on, so he might as well go collect seashells.
You want a hand there, Thad?
He looks up and then looks over at you and then looks over at the stuff. He's like, I'm just pulling this stuff out, but I am going to need your help directly. We are setting up something for Widdy to find, provided he comes to the right island. This island has nothing on it, so we have to put something on it. I've got enough materials here that we can make something that looks like some ancient ruin. But, arts and crafts is not my strong suit, so...
It's fine! He holds his hands up.
That's great. That's fantastic. Oh, goodness.
Meantime, I did a little bit of investigation for Corey looking for seashells, and I rolled a 12. So.
You get some really nice ones.
Yay! All right.
Minnie has started to, for a child, artfully arrange seashells on top of Molly's wheel things if she lets her.
Oh, she does.
Aww.
Oh,
Nice.
Aww.
Oh, goodness. Okay. That's cute.
That is cute.
So,
Maybe
was
she
that
puts a
it's
couple
mine?
in,
Out
the
loud.
controls, the dashboard. She's got a couple up there.
There you go. All right.
Molly has no problem with this. As you're doing it, you realise that she is covered in mud, so she's got no problem being covered in sand and shells. She's happy as Larry.
She's chill with it.
Yeah. Oh dear. Was that it's mine? Out loud exclamation.
Yeah, Dylan, what he said, that was arts and crafts, this is my strong suit. Dylan hears this and just shouts probably 30 feet away.
I heard the siren song of arts and crafts. Excellent. Okay, well he's gonna look up and go, okay, good. Do you want to get over here and get started then? Also, this isn't a vacation, children. Come on, you have to put some work in if you want to get paid.
Alright.
Dylan's running over, he's excited.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Okay.
Well spread out. You want this stuff?
It needs to look like it's the remnants of some kind of grand structure. So, some often remnanty, but we want to lead him into the jungle.
Right, yeah. Okay, I can work with that.
Oh, and you're going to need this. And he holds out a rolled up piece of parchment.
Okay, Georgie's gonna take a look at that.
Cool. On it is a jumble of very unfamiliar letters or pictograms. And that says, this is what we figure is what Atlantean looks like. Their written language. So we have to put a couple of these all over whatever we're putting together to make it look legit.
Interesting.
But I am going to leave this to you to do.
In the background, Minnie has gone over to the largest rock she could find and is attempting to push it up the beach.
Is this one of Thad's fake rocks, or is this an actual rock?
I don't know. If they're close enough together, it might be a real one.
Oh. Well, Minnie's gonna get help. Hang on a second. Corey sees her with the rock.
She's not so very strong either way.
He got a 4.
He got a 4. You know what? I'm going to say that this is a real rock, and that was not effective.
Minnie rolled an 18.
Oh,
Real rock is still probably not the best.
Oh my goodness.
She is small. This rock is large.
She's trying and we appreciate it.
well, 18's not shabby, you know? I'm going to say you're pushing at different rocks, and the one you pushes is one of Thad's fake rocks, and it just goes...
Oh, excellent.
Corey's rock is a real rock that's...
I'm gonna get alright. Corey's still struggling with this rock because I think he found the real rock.
That's a 9. Nah.
He watches this little kid like almost effortlessly push a rock around.
He just scoots by and Corey's just like cussing under his breath and stuff, trying to the rock.
Oh, goodness. Oh, boy. Okay. So
these symbols, are they usually found like carved into things or like painted on?
We've found both. So whatever takes your fancy.
All right, we'll do a bit of a mix then.
Dylan wants to see it.
Oh yeah, she chose it.
Hang on, let me try. He's gonna look for a stick. Would that be like perception?
Yeah.
I essentially want him to like get some practice in the sand before he tries. Yeah, and I'm not sure if that will like help it when he actually does it, but I think it would be like.
Yep.
Okay, so he finds a stick and he looks over the little ruins, and can I argue this as sleight of hand?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Alright. Ooh. He's trying. He's trying.
Good idea.
If Corey got really irritated with his rock and just like gave it a very bad-tempered kick, what would I?
That would be an unarmed strike.
Can I attack the rock?
You may.
Alright. Well, I need just straight D20 to do that, or no, what do I need to roll?
You do an unarmed strike, crap.
What is the unarmed strike?
Unless you're proficient, I think it's just your strength modifier that you add.
Okay, alright.
That works.
So that would be
you're hitting a rock. It's not complicated.
+2. Yeah. I don't know. We're gonna find out here in just a second. So it'd be what, D20 plus
your strength modifier. Let's go with
Alright,
that.
so that would be a 2. Alright, okay.
10. Look, it's a rock. It's stationary. It does not have a very high armor class, but you kick it. And I am going to get you to roll 1d4 damage for yourself.
Yes.
Corey.
Oh, that was exactly what I was hoping for. Alright.
2. You have stubbed your toe on this rock in frustration.
Making noises, hopping up and down, holding his foot.
boy.
Goodness.
So glad I decided to do this, guy.
Hang on a second, I'll be right back. And she goes over to Corey as she pulls out her violin. She's like, "Oh, still alright." And she's kind of humming to herself, and she casts Healing Word.
Aw.
Ow.
Oh, ouch. He puts his foot down, he like wiggles his toe, and he just like glares at the rock. And he's just like, he looks at the rock and he does, yeah. He looks at the rock and he does the "I'm watching you" gesture.
The rock is not intimidated.
Come on, we gotta figure out what kind of stuff we're gonna set up. We don't talk alone.
Oh, goodness. Alright, so to craft your fake ruins, I reckon you can either roll a deception or persuasion, or you can make an argument for something else if you'd like. And if you've got a forgery kit, that would be in your favor as well, if you've got proficiency with that.
Oh, I have forgery kit. Hello.
Oh, nice.
Or you said...
Okay, I think I'm gonna use persuasion. That is definitely her best there.
Alright. Okay, so remind me how...
So I think the forgery kit, I will give you, how does that work? So if you've got proficiency with the forgery kit, I think that's it gives you a bonus to deception from memory.
See,
Yeah, you can add your proficiency, I think.
Yeah, it already has proficiency in deception.
You would think that when I planned that, I would look it up.
Yeah.
Let's you add your proficiency bonus to any ability checks you use to make physical forgery. Okay, cool. So you can add your proficiency bonus to whatever it is you're rolling to make your fake ruins.
Yep, but like if he does deception, he already has proficiency in deception. Does that like double? Or
okay, so you should have a proficiency bonus in your character sheet. Are you using Dungeon Master's Vault or D&D and Beyond?
no, I have my own PDF.
Oh, you got a... Yeah, okay.
I think you have to choose one either with the forgery kit or the.
Alright.
For the purposes of
Or
the
the
exercise,
deception.
I'm happy for you to do whichever gives you a better outcome.
Alright. You know what? I'm just gonna do.
I think it's the kind of thing that the DM technically like has to kind of mentally set, like if it makes sense to be using forgery, maybe the DC is lower, kind of thing.
Yeah, we can go with that.
Alright. So
Make your rolls, we'll see how you do.
okay. Here we go.
Wow!
That's
Yep.
a modified 23.
Woo! Arts and crafts is his thing.
Oh, yes. Woohoo!
Very nice, very nice. How's everyone else doing?
Dylan's
Okay.
like throwing it off
Like to say, someone else go. Go ahead.
I think Georgie's like trying to set up like the ruin of a path leading into the jungle. And I think she's going to use like prestidigitation to make sure that it's got like enough sand covering it that it looks like something that was just accidentally uncovered by the wind.
Oh yeah, cool.
She's going to roll persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awful. She's going to
Yeah.
have to start again.
Yeah, you sort of step back and look at your work and you're like, no.
Who threw sand everywhere?
Oh, so where's Minnie right now? I know that Dillan is building and Georgie is helping, and is Minnie helping them too, or what is she doing?
Yeah. Minnie has been basically just moving things around to wherever it seems like people are putting things. She has also cast Unseen Servant.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
she and Clover are working in tandem to they're just moving things around. If it looks like things are being done up higher on the beach, she's moving rocks up higher on the beach. If they're, if Dillan is doing some kind of forgery action, I don't know what she would be doing with that. Maybe she's bringing some rocks over there. I don't know.
Okay.
She's
All right,
a little
well-
confused, but she's got the spirit. And the Unseen Servant.
All right.
Clover's helping her out as well.
Great.
Yep.
Should I roll
All right.
something?
Boo, 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 boo. Hum.
I have a pretty good persuasion.
Yeah.
bonus.
Roll persuasion to see how persuasive your efforts are.
Dylan shows
25?
off.
Better.
25! Wow! Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Very,
Dylan
very
shows
nice.
off his forgery of the ruins to Adventure Grandpa. He's just like, "What you think?"
Yeah, he's sort of done that thing where he's put one arm across his chest and the other hand is on his chin and just sort of looking at it, nodding. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. He's like he's doing that mild surprise kind of. Huh.
Dylan is so proud of himself. Look.
Poor Corey does not know what to do. He's just kind of failed. He failed picking the fight with the rock. So, so he's been kind of watching all this stuff, and finally he just he takes a seashell and he just puts it on top of it, think. He doesn't know what else to do.
This is my contribution. Oh,
This is my
goodness.
contribution.
well,
Minnie
I'm.
comes over.
No,
Minnie
go
comes
ahead.
over and moves it 1 inch to the left.
There you go. That's better.
Making it look good.
That's all right. That's all right.
All right. Well, given as we've had two really good rolls over 20, I'm going to say that while it's not going to fool any archaeologists who are actually looking at it, it's actually a pretty damn good effort. You imagine that this would be perfect for a movie set or something. And Thad is just sort of looking at it, nodding, yeah, that should do. He's not likely to look at this that close. Yeah, I think this will work.
I think it was the shell that made it.
Cool.
You know how to pick them, Corey.
That's all right. Exactly. Well, when he just sort of modestly shrugs his shoulders. You didn't do anything. Why are you at?
Oh, Corey.
Oh, Corey, you goofball.
Oh, dear. Alrighty. So, Thad goes over to the remaining arts and crafts supplies and sort of bundles them into his bag, which is his hammer space. And then he points up towards the jungle and says, alright, we've got to move up and start putting some stuff further in. You coming?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Okay. He leads you through the jungle, and it's very much the very stereotypical adventurer thing. So he's got a big knife in his hand, and he's going slash slash through the undergrowth, cut the vines and the plants and whatever to make a vague path for you to follow. And I would like everyone to please roll a perception, please.
Oh boy.
All right.
Okay.
Perception.
Oh, there it is. Okay. That's a modified 21.
15.
All right.
That's
Okay.
good.
Oh,
That's
hey,
good.
Corey, great
I
again.
know. That's all right.
Nice. Those are excellent rolls. Okay, so you're making your way behind Thad through the jungle, and it's very stereotypical jungle. There are birds and monkeys and kookaburras that are supposed to be monkeys, off in the distance. And you're looking around, and then all of a sudden you can hear a very solid tap, tap, tap under your feet. And looking down, you realise that you're not walking on soil anymore, but stone. And all four of you realise, roughly around the same time, that it's not just stone, it's cobblestones. And it is a path.
Hey, boss?
Did you put this here?
Put what? Where?
Because, I mean, 10 out of 10, this is a pretty good cobblestone path, but I thought you said there weren't any ruins here?
It looks like a real path to me.
Feel free to roll insight on Adventure Grandpa if you like.
What's my insight? Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yes.
Dylan, why do you have a +3?
Alright.
Another crit!
That's what he...
Another crit!
Nice!
Wow!
Hey,
Damn!
there you
I
go.
mean, insight
We've
is
got this guy
strong.
figured out.
No, that is a natural one.
Oh, boy. Okay. The child sees nothing. Nothing at all.
No.
You cannot read Adventure Grandpa. The rest of you, on the other hand.
Honestly, she's a little intimidated by him now.
No.
She's just baby, you know?
Well, she failed at the first thing, and he was like unhappy about it. She's a little intimidated.
Oh, dear.
Her and Corey have to have a talk about that at some point. So.
Oh, dear. Yeah, so... the rest of you, you look at him and you can just sort of see the utter befuddlement falling across his face. And you can still see him glance down, because he hadn't noticed at all. You see him glance down, and then look sort of back up at you, and then glance down, and then look the way he was going. He was not expecting that to be there at all. And he's not willing to admit it.
You didn't know this was here, did you, boss?
He does not say anything.
Okay, change of plans.
If you don't
We
have
are now
anything
going
nice
to...
to say, don't say anything at all.
We are now going to keep our eyes open for actual traps while we're doing this.
Sounds like the plan. I kind of want to see what's here, though.
I know, right?
Why don't we just
But
follow the path?
seriously.
I mean, it's a path. It leads somewhere. Why don't we just follow it? And then we
Yeah,
could
is
just,
this path
you know...
going like the same direction we were heading in, or did it just like cross?
It's sort of... It's not like you were already walking on the path. It's kind of off to the side slightly. But you just have to sort of turn slightly to the left in order to carry on the path. And now that you've sort of noticed it and looking, the jungle growth is thinner in the direction of the path anyway. So you would be able to get through there without having to hack the plants and stuff to bits, like what Thad was doing.
Boss.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
explore. What do you think?
Seem a little out of breath with all the, you know, hacking and slashing and stuff with it. I mean, you are kind of getting on in age and everything, so...
Hey.
Oh.
That.
I thought we discussed talking about people's ages.
Dylan's kind of like nudges Corey.
Oh,
You know, he nudges Dylan back because he's just grinning. He loves this.
oh,
You gotta get a little dig at Grandpa every now and then.
wow.
Failed the first mission. If anything, we deserve to get a dig.
You see his eyes narrow, and then he motions with his blade in the direction of the path. He said, well, it sounds to me like you volunteered to lead the way.
He did tell Corey that?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Dylan just
All right.
Yeah, Georgie grabs his coat. Yeah, seriously, Corey, I'm not joking. You're gonna watch for traps real carefully.
Oh, I can do that. No problem.
Okay.
Sure. He's feeling good about this because he's just they were all doing this thing with like building ruins and stuff like that, and he didn't really know what to do with himself. But I mean, he's just like, yeah, just action, a man of action. This is what we're gonna do. So, he's like, all right. He does a very elaborate bow to Grandpa, and looks over at Minnie, and he's just like, let's go. And the rest of them like that. He looks over at Minnie and the rest of them, and he's like, let's go. All right.
Oh, she wandered off.
Oh, she did? Oh, no! He looks over at the blank spot that was Minnie, and he was like, oh.
Oh, dear.
Was that what that 11 was?
That was a survival check for me. Just to see.
Alright, so Corey turns around. It turns around to where Minnie is supposed to be, and all of a sudden there's just like a empty Minnie space there, and he's just like, because he was going to ask her, I mean, she's fearless leader. He was going to ask her what she thinks, and he's like, oh, anybody seen our leader?
And goes, Minnie?
Oh, no.
No.
What?
Let's look for Minnie. Oh, poor Minnie.
Minnie, where'd you go?
Minnie! Leader, fearless leader.
I think you see her
Over.
not like 20 feet away, but like she pops up from underneath like a bush.
No.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, there you are. Is Clover with you?
There's a really cool lizard over here.
Okay.
Really cool.
That's nice, hun, but you gotta not wander off when we've got actual ruins, okay?
Okay.
You're gonna give me a heart attack.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Probably,
Lizard?
Amazing.
Oh,
She's just it's a whole new. She's never been in like a jungle area.
Just having a funky good time. Oh dear. All right. Well, I think this might be a good a place to stop for a quick break. So go to the bathroom, get some water, and we will come back and go on our adventure in a brief moment.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
Adventure!
Yes.
I was like,
Poor
this is
Corey,
the
I
kind
could
of
just-
discussion that a child would not pay attention to.
Yeah, exactly. Corey looking around about to be like, well, fearless leader, what you think? And he's like, oh, wait. We've lost our leader. We've lost the fearless leader.
I need to know what Malt was like. You're fearless what now?
Oh, and Corey just looks at him with just a completely serious look on his face, and he's like, yeah, she's the leader.
For sure.
That's right. She's our leader.
I do actually have to go for a minute, but I will be right back.
Same here. Oh, yeah.
I am back. Oh, that's such a good Dylan. Thank you, Liz.
The art in the walnut gallery.
I know. I was looking at it too. Ooh.
Adventure Grandpa demoted.
You'll now return. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, well.
Oh, goodness. There's all sorts of things happening in the gallery. That's great.
I love Liz's art so much.
Oh, dear, oh, dear. All right. Well, we ready to carry on?
Absolutely.
Cool.
All right.
All right, so
Next on the road.
we are, I am assuming, following our newly discovered stone path.
Yeah.
You trudge down this path, and it's a lot easier to do the trudging on the path than it was off the path. And Thad has actually taken up the rear of the party now. And
Corey is right now, Dad. Right.
all right, as you walk through the jungle, the plants part more and more until you're walking on a path that, well, it still looks like an old ancient path that nobody's walked on in like 100 years or whatever. The plants further in have not actually encroached upon it, so you can walk quite comfortably through it without bumping your shoulders and elbows on ferns and such. And you come to a fork in the path, and there is a big stone sign in the middle.
Okay. So, let's see.
Oh, that's cute.
Aww.
Child gone.
Alright, so we got a sign, and let's just say.
Is there
Alright,
anything on the sign?
You'd have to go and have a look at it.
Corey is looking very hard at the sign, which you have to understand Corey does not read. But he's trying to, he's at the front, so he's trying to make it look like, he's actually knows what he's doing.
Georgie's gonna go up to the sign, but she is like keeping a sharp eye on her feet. She's just like entirely suspicious that there are traps everywhere.
Fair enough.
I'm just gonna make a check. I'm just gonna make a general intelligence roll to see if Minnie reads this. It's possible.
What languages has Minnie got?
Yeah, I was curious about that. If these were similar to, if it's anything like Common, Elvish, Draconic, or Celestial, she's got a chance.
Well, it's not any of those, and you can tell that quite handily. But with that int roll, what you are able to work out that you have been around Toons enough that you know that this is some sort of weird Growlix.
Oh.
Aha.
We could try reading this.
She stares at it very hard.
I wanna make a roll would that be survival or investigation to see if like which of the two paths have been more walked on?
Investigation.
All right, give me a sec.
Meantime, Corey is just like looking from one path to the other, you know, and he's just like, well, he's like, and he just sort of, you know, straightens up a little bit, and he's just like, well, I think what we need to do is to let the spit determine it.
No.
The what?
Okay. Georgie's checking for traps, and then she's going up the sign to see if she can read it.
Okay.
It's the spit.
I got an 18 for my investigation.
Okay, so with the 18 on the investigation, okay, so one path definitely looks clearer than the other. Like the cobbles aren't quite as badly damaged. But from where you are standing here at the fork, you can't really see any difference as to what is down said path. What was that roll for Georgie? Minnie, was that an investigation?
Georgie is checking to make sure there's no traps around the sign before she walks up to it to read it.
Oh, okay. Yep. No, you find no traps.
Okay, she's gonna take a look at the sign because she does read Grolix.
What would Corey need to roll in order to do this thing where he's going to spit in his hand and hit it with his palm, and whichever way the spit goes, he's going to let the spit determine.
That's disgusting. You know what?
Disgusting, but Dylan would laugh so hard.
Okay. Because it is arbitrary, roll a d3. If it's a 1, it's left. If it's a 2, it's right. If it's a 3, it goes off in a random direction.
Okay, alright. So you said a D3?
A
Roll
D3.
a D3?
Yep.
Okay, one D3. Alright.
Gotta put the exclamation in there.
The exclamation.
Oh, shoot, that's right. Exclamation. Let's try that again. Alright. So, Corey's like... he spits in his hand, and then goes... and he smacks it.
And it flies off in the direction of the left-hand side.
Alright. And he's like, well, there you go. The spit never lies.
Good grief.
Absolutely disgusting.
Look, when it comes to making good decisions like that, the spit has never let me down.
That's amazing. Okay, so...
Minnie tries to repeat this trick. She does not do a good job of it.
It does not go in the same direction, does it?
Models here.
Goodness. No, I've lost my train of thought. Georgie was looking at the sign.
Yep.
Okay, so having determined there were no traps around the sign, you have a look at it, and there is, it almost looks like one of those street signs that you might see at some sort of tourist trap and go this way for that thing and this way for that thing. On one side of the sign, there is a carving that looks like a pencil. And on the other side, there is a carving which you can only assume is an eraser. It's a rectangle with a little corner taken off, so you think it might be an eraser. And in the middle, there is some text, which is a little tricky to figure out because it's Grolix, but it's really odd Grolix. So, like, I don't know if you've ever looked at like any of the original Shakespearean stuff, like his handwritten stuff. It's in English, but it's odd English. It's like that, except the Grolix version. So I will get you to roll me a intelligence check to decipher it.
Okay. Intelligence. Yeah, no.
That's not great. You're kind of looking at it and you're like,
Well, this is the weirdest Grolix I've ever tried to read.
I'm going to do something, and I'm going to hope the rule of funny comes out for me. Dillan has no modifier in intelligence.
come on, dice pass
Yeah,
and
roll
make
it
it
anyways.
happen. That's an 8. It's better.
It is better than Georgie's, admittedly.
I think Minnie's going to step up next to Georgie and just say, "Did you try reading it upside down?" And she's going to give you Bardic Inspiration.
Nice.
Okay. That's a D.
Do with that what you will. Oh, hers, let me double check it. It's a D6.
6. Plus 2, so that's a 9.
Oh, yeah.
That's a 9. That doesn't quite.
No.
Well, okay. Minnie doesn't know.
It was a good try.
Does Corey have a Grolix?
Corey knows Common and Infernal. I think that's the only 2 languages he knows. So,
okay. I'm
Does
in
Malt
that.
know Grolix?
Malt, as a toon, does in fact know Grolix. So I'm just gonna go ahead and.
Why hasn't he been looking at this?
Yeah.
He was usurped, so he was just sort of standing back, letting you guys do it. But now you're struggling, so he's like, "Okay, I'm going to just have a quick look." That's a bit better. So Malt comes over and he sort of leans down because he's tall. He leans down and sort of looks at the sign, and he squints and adjusts his glasses and puts a hand on his chin. It's like, this is ancient Grolix. And he, I'm going to make him roll his hammer space quickly. It's not a 1. He pulls a notebook out of his hammer space and he quickly jots some things down. And then he offers to the group his notepad, which has his translation of the sign into Common. And it says this: paths alike stand still, yet only one will be the answer. Even pencils make the path, yet erasers take it away. Now erase the message and you will find, carefully, the answer is clear, simple. Though keep in mind, I would abide against the rules. Luckily, you are smart enough to figure it out.
Corey just listened to this for a second, and he's just like, I'd still trust a spit.
Okay, so clearly only one of the paths is going to wait.
Did you say which path was clear?
The path that has the eraser sign looks like it's a little clearer than the pencil sign.
Is the point of the pencil pointing toward any specific path?
The point of the pencil is pointing diagonally down to the left.
Okay. So pencil saying left, eraser saying right.
Pencil saying left, spit says left.
Yep.
Georgie squints at the message.
Okay, erase the message, like against
Rules. She covers most of it with her hand until only the first letters are showing.
Oh, that's so
The first
good.
letters of each of the lines reads out pencil.
Very nice.
Okay.
Wonderful.
It's a white puzzle.
All right. See, I told you it was left.
It doesn't lie.
The spit does not lie.
The spit does not lie.
It does not lie.
That's
I
right.
think in an aside, Minnie does just whisper to Georgie, just afterwards, after all this, just,
I bet he can read it because he's old.
because it's old Grolix.
Corey's,
Did we ever get how old Malt was? Because I think we heard that like the one of the other one is like 250.
He's not that old.
Well, you might be right. Maybe it's because he likes to look at old places. Either way, I wouldn't mention it to him.
Corey digs over at Dillan and he says under his breath, he says, "Probably wrote the sign because."
Dylan kind of just looks at you, Corey.
Corey's like, "Yeah, you get it, because he's old."
Wonderful. Okay. So, bullying of the grandpa aside.
This campaign has just turned into Drag the Grandpa Part 2.
Apparently so.
Are you ready for the kind of death you've earned, old man?
Drag the grandpa, please.
Oh boy. Okay.
Okay, but this path of this time, they're very clearly actually as old as they look. This isn't like someone else has set up.
As far as you can tell.
Who's tricking the tricksters?
Alright, so what are we doing apart from bullying Thad?
If the message says pencil, then I get, and like the spit says pencil too, then I guess Dylan kind of just points to the path of the pencil and he goes, arts and crafts.
Alright. Okay, so...
Well, I mean, the riddle says pencil, but it also says to abide against the rules, so...
I thought we erased that part.
True. We did! Okay, we'll try the pencil path.
Well...
What are you thinking?
It says pencil and it says abide against the rules. Now that I'm looking at it, it looks like the path with the erasers got more it's looks like it's been walked on more.
Everybody just like
A collective big think.
Yes, a collective big think. Oh, Corey brightens up. He's just like, oh, well, you know what? I just realized that there's a way to figure out how to do it.
Oh?
Okay, yeah. So he starts to pull his crossbow out. He says, so he pulls his crossbow out and he's like, all right, so what we could do is I will take the crossbow and I will point it in the direction of the eraser path. And I'll shoot it, and if there's like a trap or something like that, it ought to trigger it, right?
Well, maybe. It depends on the trap.
Alright, Georgie, I just want to shoot something. Can I just shoot something?
Right?
This sounds like it will absolutely work.
It's like, well, we've been doing all these things and these stupid riddles and things like that, and then this goes this path and it goes that, and building ruins and stuff like that. I just want to shoot something. Alright, so let's see here. I guess he's going to try to shoot down there and see if it triggers anything. What would that fall under? My brain's going blank.
You just make an attack roll.
Alright. Plain old attack.
Did we establish that real kind outside of Einquell do or do not have pencils? They have pencils, right?
I'm going to say yes.
Solid. Minnie has pulled one out of her bag and is just studying it intently.
She's gonna figure out. She's
She's looking down at it and then up
That's
at the
right.
sign and then down at it again.
Let's see. What was it? A 1d20 plus 5 to attack. I think. 14.
14. Okay. You
All
do
right.
not wildly miss.
All right. Okay.
Which
So
path were you attacking, eraser or pencil?
Just the eraser one to figure out if it was a good path or a bad path.
Okay, you shoot a crossbow bolt down the eraser path, and you can hear it whooshes off into the distance, and you can hear it go clatter, 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 and then stop. So it's skidded along the stones and then has fallen silent.
Mm-hmm.
But that is all you hear.
Mm-hmm. All right. So shoots that one there. All right. So Corey like scratches his chin, and he's just like, "All right, so now I'm going to shoot the other path," because he just wants to shoot stuff.
21. Awesome.
Ooh.
Again,
Alright.
you turn and you fire your crossbow down the path, and it shoots straight down the middle very perfectly. And it takes a little bit longer for it to start clattering against the ground, but you hear it go clatter, 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 ting, clatter, 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 and then stop.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. So it goes clatter, 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 ting, clatter,
Guys, we
clatter,
gotta pick a path. Oh my god, we gotta pick a path.
Well, I don't know about you, but I am suspicious of the fact that there didn't seem to be anything going down that path. To me, that's suspicious. That it would just shoot down there and then nothing pop up.
Well, you
See what
said
I'm saying?
the spit never lies.
That's right. It never lies.
Well, I mean, there's nothing stopping us from coming back and trying the other one.
That's true.
If the pencil path turns out to be a dud.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to give it a try first?
I'll go down it. Corey's
always
just like, I could do
say
that.
to take the path that nobody else takes.
Mm.
All right.
She says these things as if these are like the highest wisdom possible.
That's right. Oh.
Is everyone going down the pencil path, or is it just Corey?
Oh, Minnie was also gonna go.
All right.
I'm going to stop them real quick. Now, question. Do we want to walk on the path, or do we want to walk in the forest by the path, make sure we don't trigger something?
Well, I don't see why not. I mean, I have a feeling that this is the right path, you know. So I mean,
You got a gut feeling.
the
All
spit
right.
never lies. The spit said this was the true path. So who am I to argue with spit?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Alright.
I said it. I'm like,
Georgie's gonna go with them, but she's gonna kind of.
all right.
Is anyone not going? Is anyone not
Right.
going, or are we all going?
I mean, if everybody else is going, Dylan's just kind of just look over at that and just kind of go like, and shrug and follow after them.
Oh, fantastic. Alright.
All
So-
right. So
That also coming?
Corey-
Is he just gonna watch?
As tempting as it is
Come
for
on,
him to
Grandpa.
just watch, he will follow behind. Okay, so you head down the pencil path, and it's a little overgrown, and there's like leaves on the path, but you can sort of see a path through the leaves and stuff where the crossbow bolt sort of skimmed along. And I would like everyone to please make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
Yeah,
there we go.
baby.
Oh boy.
And I'll make one for Thad too.
All right.
Oh, no!
Dear.
That's
Oh no!
That is a 7 for the child.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Okay.
22 for Corey.
Alright.
Was that yours or was that mine? Oh no, that's yours. Okay, mine's the 19.
So we just need one from Dylan? Do we have one from Dylan? Oh, you're up there.
Yeah, I got a 17.
Okay, cool. So you're trundling along, and then you can hear a reasonably loud snap. And Minnie and Thad both pitch down into a pit in the path.
Oh no!
And there is visible Grolix coming up from the pit that Thad fell in.
Oh no!
Is it the same pit or a different pit?
It is a different pit.
Oh,
So they
man.
both each fell into a pit?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Oh, crud.
What's in the pit?
Oh no!
In one pit, there is a
I knew
child.
this was gonna happen.
And in the other pit, there is a really grumpy grandpa.
Okay.
So they're just stuck in the pit.
Yep.
Okay, so it's just a pit. Oh, I was so worried for a second.
No, it's
Mhm.
it's just a hole in the ground.
Traps I would
You alright?
Yes.
I fell in a hole.
Yeah, I know.
Is Clover
Is it
with
like...
ya? Is Clover with ya?
Mm, yeah.
Alright,
Is it
gotta
dark in
get
this hole?
Take the baby.
Going over and having a look at the holes these two have fallen into, they're only about 10 feet deep. So you reckon Thad probably won't have too much trouble getting out because he's around 6 feet tall. The child, on the other hand, is a bit shorter than that.
Oh,
Baby. Is
Uh,
it just like a dirt pit? Is it like a stone, like stone on the side, like a well? Like what? What's happening?
It's stone walled, so it could very well be a well. But like it's there is some sort of mechanism that it opened to drop them into.
Yeah. Yeah.
alright.
Hmm.
So, can
Dylan,
Oh,
looking
go
through
ahead.
his bag. I've got. Do I don't think I have a rope. Dang it.
Corey's got a rope. Hey.
All right, yeah. Like, I was thinking we could like tie one end to something and have the other like in Minnie's reach.
Mm-hmm. And toss the rope down.
Cool.
Yeah, we can like tie a loop on the end so that she can put her foot through it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
See, that's actually a good idea because she's not strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Corey can pull her up.
That's right. We just anchor back up.
Fantastic.
We do this.
Alright, then we're gonna do that, I guess.
All right.
Alright.
So in that case, I will get a strength from Corey.
Alright. Yes. Strength, buddy. Oh, +2. Alright. 14.
Yeah, that'll do.
Alright.
Grandpa gets no assistance though.
No, we don't care about Grandpa.
All right. He'll make his own way out.
Everybody help
We
him.
only have like you
We
said
only have one rope.
He
but
manages to
help
pull
him.
himself out anyway.
Give him a
Around
hand
the
out.
pit. Yeah,
Like
everybody.
you said like we would think that like he wouldn't have that much trouble because he's tall.
Yeah, no, he's tall, and like it wasn't a very difficult check to get out of it. So, his pride is left at the bottom of the pit, though.
The pride pit.
He's sort of dusting himself off.
Yeah.
That's
You all
Everybody,
right?
what I get for
everybody's
letting my guard down.
everybody's crowding around me, like, "Are you okay? Are you? Oh no!"
Get right.
Yeah, Georgie's checking on Thad.
Yeah, he's fine. He's visibly miffed, but fine.
Yeah, there were rats down there.
You all right? Are you everything okay?
Yeah.
Is Clover all right?
Mm-hmm. Clover rode on my back.
Oh, okay, that's good. All right. You better stick close to me. I don't think we want that to happen again.
Okay.
We want to try the other path because this one definitely has traps.
Yeah, but what if this is the right path and they put the traps there to discourage us from going down the right path?
Plus, as far
I
as
thought
traps
this was
go,
the
these
left
were
path.
pretty harmless. Because, I mean, if they wanted to make these more dangerous, they certainly could have.
Well, now I'm worried they're going to get more dangerous.
I thought this was the left path.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, boss, what do you think? You've got more experience in this whole exploration thing.
I thought that I was not the leader at the present. He's just going to give a very pointed look.
I think we're a team, which means that if you've got something to contribute, you should. I mean, if you don't want it, that's fine, but...
I'm not familiar with these ruins. I didn't even know they were here. So, there could be any number of things in any direction.
Okay.
Which is why I think if we're going down the right path, then... I mean, well, if you think about it, say that you're like some old Grolic fella in the jungle, just, you know, putting around in the jungle. And yeah. Some ancient old fella, kind of like yourself, Thad.
Okay. We need to lay off of the age joke. It's not as funny as the
Trouble in the first place.
Right.
Stop!
But I mean, if you think, I'm just ribbing you. I'm just ribbing you back. Come on, get your take a joke.
No.
Alright, so anyway.
Just lay off the age jokes, man.
So yeah, so alright, so anyway, so if you wanted to keep people out from something good, then you'd have a path that was full of traps, right? So if by going down this path that's full of traps and such, I would think that would mean we were going where they didn't want us to go because they wanted to keep us out from the good stuff. See what I'm saying? And I'm gonna roll a persuasion just for the heck of it.
Oh, for fun. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, just for fun. Let's see if we can persuade.
That's
Right,
an 18.
that's pretty
That's
good.
not
Alright.
bad at all.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, I can agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if we're going to be thorough, we might as well kind of map out everything, even if it's trapped.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyway.
So let's see where this goes.
Alright.
Okay.
And let's...
But this time, we're going to keep a closer eye on the path.
Please.
Clover to go first? Because Clover's pretty strong.
Oh yeah, that's right. Clover. Yeah, and he turns and he crouches down in front of Minnie, and he's just like, you think Clover can scout ahead and make sure that there's not any other traps or anything like that?
Mm-hmm.
Can Clover do that?
Yeah,
Can you do that?
Clover says she could do that.
Oh, thank you, Clover. Appreciate it.
And I am gonna have me cast Unseen Servant again.
Mm-hmm.
And it can go about 60 feet in front of her, and then it disappears like it's too far. So she's gonna have it walk about 50 feet in front.
Okay.
It's an invisible, mindless, shapeless medium force. It
Yeah.
can do simple tasks. I assume walking is a simple task, and it has enough, It has an AC of 10, 1 hit point, and a strength of 2.
All right. Yep. No, that's fine. All right. So you've got your unseen servant leading the way, and you're all making your way further down the pencil path.
Mhm.
And you go along the path for a little bit longer, and then it takes a rather sharp turn to the right, and you are suddenly in a clearing. And there is the loud sound of water as you are now looking at a waterfall with a little pond in the middle of this sort of rocky kind of area in the middle of the jungle.
Oh, yeah, look at that then.
Looks pretty.
Mm-hmm.
That's really nice. See, look! This path led us right to a nice waterfall. Look.
Minnie is going to move forward toward it and try and put her hand in the water.
Your hand is now wet and cold.
Excellent.
Actually, quite refreshing, really, because it's a bit humid, so it's a nice, cold, refreshing kind of temperature.
Like any
Baby is
child, you
yelling.
see water, you put your hand in it.
That's right, exactly.
That's what my child does. Yeah. Anyone else going to do something?
Is there anything like in the pond?
You will have to roll to find out.
Can I make a roll to find out?
Absolutely. You can do a perception or an investigation, whichever takes your fancy.
I think perception's gonna be the one. It's not. Well, she does actually have a bonus to invest. Perception. 5.
Yeah.
Alright,
Nope.
Dylan's gonna look around too.
Yeah, we might as well just all take a look around.
Oh, that's
Yep.
wrong. Okay, there we go.
Surely one of us will see something, right?
That's a 17.
Nope. It's a 7.
Alright, Corey, what do you see, buddy? 3.
Okay. For the most part, water is wet, and you're a bit preoccupied making sure that nothing's going to spring out of the undergrowth at you. But Dylan, you're looking around and you can see in the pond, just below the surface, but it's kind of not very visible, but you can see stepping stones just below the surface leading towards the waterfall.
Ooh.
Huh.
And when I say just below the surface, I mean you could stand on one and it wouldn't even be an inch of water up the side of your boots.
Sorry, I just looked in Walnut Gallery. Yeah. Dylan's going to step on the first one, and then he turns to everybody else and he goes, "Guys!
Check it out.
Yeah.
Look!" And he's like, does a little turn on the stepping stone and he goes, "I think there's a couple of them that lead all the way up to the waterfall."
Oh, secret door, you thinking?
Secret
Ooh,
door,
nice.
secret door, secret door!
Secret door.
Are you guys gonna go check it out?
Yeah.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Okay. I think we've rolled Dex enough times today that I won't make you do it now. You hop from stepping stone to stepping stone, all the way to the waterfall, and it's loud. There's water flying everywhere, but the sheet of water is quite thin, so it doesn't look like it'd take much to step through. You will, however, get wet. And you'll have to... I'm just going to give you this one straight up. If you step through without some sort of preparation, you're going to take 1d2 damage, because have you ever been under a waterfall? It hurts. It's heavy.
Depends on the water.
Corey will take it. Corey will do it.
You're just going to
Corey's gonna
absorb
take one for the team.
Okay.
Let's see here. So, what do I roll?
1d2. I'll just give you a 1d2.
Okay. 1d2.
1. Okay. You step through. It hurts a bit, but it's not that bad. And on the other side, there is a cave of sorts, and it does look man-made or toon-made. And there are 3 chests sitting in a row at the back of the cave, with some more of that old Grawlix on the back wall.
So Corey looks over his shoulder and he yells, "I found something!"
What?
It's chest!
There's a waterfall between us.
Waterfall.
I'll get everyone else to roll a perception to see whether or not you can hear him. Dylan's just stepping through.
Dylan's just stepping through.
Cool. Again, it's not so bad, but it hurts a little bit. Oh, goodness. Okay. Alright, you all step through and you all see this alcove behind the waterfall and 3 chests.
Minnie does use dancing lights, just to light it up in here a little more.
Oh yeah. It is now an illuminated alcove.
Oh, nice.
That's
Oh, pretty.
flavor. It's like a rave.
Is Thatch with us?
That'll come. 1. Okay. Yep.
To read all the old Grolic.
Alright, he steps through and he's sort of rubbing at his arms as he steps out from under the water. Okay, what have we found?
Well,
It's got some more of the funny squiggle
Old people
stuff.
Minnie!
Oh goodness.
It's some more of that. It's some more of that squiggly stuff, that you can read. So, what does it say?
He's frowning at you, but he does go over and have a look at the wall.
Oh, I need you to know she said that with complete, she was complete earnest, this is not what she believes. He speaks the code language because he's old. When you're 9,
right.
everyone is old.
That's right. Exactly.
That's true. That is very true.
That's right.
He just got a dirty 20 on translating that, which is great. So he sort of looks at it, and he's still got his notebook out, and he's sort of scrolling it down, and then he looks at it and he says, "Greed has no place here."
That's all it says?
That's all it says.
so I'm thinking we leave it alone then.
Well, I mean, maybe couldn't we just open one? That wouldn't be greedy. We could just open one.
I'm thinking with that kind of description, it's probably trapped.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's... I mean, you got 3 chests behind a magic waterfall,
Can I investigate the chests? Not open them, but
Plus,
investigate for traps?
Yes, you can.
Okay, give me a
plus the
sec.
idea was to have Thad's friend find a bunch of ruins, right? Well, if we mess with him, then he's gonna know we've been here.
He doesn't have to.
That's a 4. That is not a useful number, I'm afraid.
Alright, okay. Well, I'm gonna say Corey's gonna check out the first chest. Because, you know, like I said, he's impulsive. Of course he's going to do it. He doesn't care if it's trapped or not. That's why he's an idiot.
Okay, so there's one on the left, one in the middle, and one on the right. Which one is he going for?
So he's going to look, and he's like, time to consult the spit. So again, he goes, and then he just smacks his palm, and where does the spit go? Where does it go?
Roll a d3. Two. So the one in the middle.
Alright. Alright, he says, alright, well, let's see here. So, first of all, now what would he do to check to see if there was any traps on it? Or what would he roll for that?
Investigation.
Okay, investigation.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a -1 for investigation. I love it. Oh my god.
He had a better roll than Dylan.
14. Alright.
Okay, you're having a look at these chests, and they don't have locks on them. And, like, they do look old and, like they've been here for a while, but they don't look like that there's any damage to them. And looking around the chests, you can sort of see seams in the stone that they're sitting on, but that's all.
Okay. All right. So, so let's see. So he can't see, like, doesn't seem to be any visible traps, or we're just not sure.
No.
It looks okay.
And like,
do an investigation check.
Yeah, absolutely. You can all do an investigation.
Okay.
But like the seams in the stone, it may as well be like, you know, between two slabs of concrete in the sidewalk. It's that. It could very well be that. Yeah, Georgie, you get about the same. They're very old.
Okay.
They've been here for ages, but they're in good nick. They're not locked, and it's really hard to tell.
So, what about can Corey like flip open the lid with his rapier?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do that. What would we do for with the dexterity thing?
Yeah, because you're being fancy. Do it with a dex.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Yeah, everybody back up a bit.
Yeah. Just let him do his thing. All right. And Corey, maybe perhaps famous last words, and he's just like, yeah, watch this.
Watch this.
My 20.
20, all right.
Oh, that's nice.
You stick the tip of your rapier in between the lid and the body of the chest, and you flick it open, going straight up into your first position with your rapier, and it opens. It just swings open. It doesn't even squeak. It just swings straight open and then goes kunk in the open position. And then I will get everybody to make a perception check, please.
Huh.
That's a 10.
Okay.
21.
Yeah, it's a 10.
Alright. Perception. 17.
Luckily for you guys, the DC for this was 10.
Oh, nice.
God.
As the lid of the chest in the middle comes to a rest, you can hear this rumble from underneath your feet. And you manage to step back out of the way as a pillar of stone on either side of the other two chests shoots out and then slams together, crushing the other two chests into splinters.
Squish.
Oh.
Oh, so
Oh,
we
wow.
have only one. Okay, I get it.
Well, there you go. Alright, let me take a look and see what we got in here. What did we find?
Inside the chest that remains, there is a piece of stone. It's kind of looks like a granite. It's a grey stone, whereas everything else around has been more of a sort of a tan, sandstony kind of thing. And it is in the shape of a pyramid, and it has very familiar looking markings on it.
All right, so we're just gonna pick it up then.
Cool. You pick it up.
Corey's just gonna reach right in there and pick it up, and he's like, "Ah, cool." So anyway,
Can I see?
see,
Georgie's
look,
gonna pull out
little
the scroll from earlier today with all the Atlantean markings on it.
Most of the markings on it is that old Grorlix, but you might want to roll a investigation to get any more than that.
Alright. Who's Oh, Georgie's in there.
You're looking at it, and you're not sure whether or not it's just because most of this is old Grorlix, but there's one symbol there that you think might match. Though it could just be that Thad's handwriting with the Atlantean on that parchment is garbage. You're not sure.
She kind of tilts her head and looks at it, and then she tilts her head the other way, and she squints at it even more.
Yeah, I can't tell. Hey, Thad, what do you think?
Yeah, take a look at it.
She kind of offers him the scroll.
Oh, that'd work so much better if I actually have the right window open. He doesn't really get much better. He's just sort of looking at it.
I'm gonna see if
Maybe that one?
Dillan got a 14.
Dillan got a 14. You're looking at it, and having seen 2 blocks of text in this old Grorlix, you can tell that they're not really words. It's more just well, as far as you can tell, it's not words. None of them sort of match the way that they are looked on the other bits of text in this old Grorlix. But there is, on one side, what you almost looks like an A, kind of, sort of, but only kinda.
Looks like an A.
Hey.
So Corey's just like, huh. Well, I guess I got me a little triangle then, huh?
A. Would you say like it because they're not like words technically they're like would they be more like hieroglyphics?
Well, written Grorlix is kind of like hieroglyphics, yeah.
Okay, that's
but
fair.
they still, when hieroglyphics are written down, they still form words, kind of. Like, it's infers a meaning, but it's translated into words. But the combination of, like, there's not many characters on this thing. Like, and it's also not very big. It's like the size of a softball.
I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is it magical?
Yeah.
Could I?
Alright.
Yeah, you can definitely cast that again. You don't have to roll for that, do you?
Try to make an Arcana check first, but
Oh, yeah, you make an Arcana check.
Yeah, go for it. So
again, this is intelligence based. It's not her.
Corey's gonna lean down and you're just like, what do you think?
It's not her
And
strong
hold it
suit.
out. He's gonna hold it out to me. Because she is the leader after all.
No idea.
She doesn't know.
That is a 4.
But she wants. Okay, heck it. She wants to know more about it, so she is going to touch it and use identify.
Okay. You cast Identify, and you get the idea that it's not inherently magical itself, but there are very faint traces of magic on it.
So what is it? What you finding out?
Maybe it's a piece of a magic spell?
Ooh, you think? Or it could be a really fancy paperweight.
I mean, it'd do very well at that.
Everybody's just looking.
Are there any, like, markings on this pyramid that make it look like it's supposed to attach to anything, maybe?
Not that you can really see, but you're welcome to do an investigation or something like that to get more detail.
Okay.
I'm going to do investigations after she does her.
15.
15.
Alright.
Um,
And I'm just going to do one just for the fun of it.
okay.
Because it's horrible investigation skills.
-1, baby.
Nope. Nothing.
This is why I love doing this.
Oh, golly. All right. Georgie, on the other hand, she's looking at it, and you don't see that it's supposed to attach to anything as far as you can tell. But what you can tell with that 15 is there is one face of this stoned thing that looks slightly paler than the other faces.
Huh. Slightly
Did you try
paler,
reading it
like...
upside down?
Humor Minnie, she does turn it upside down.
It does not make things any clearer, unfortunately.
Damn it.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna do it. Oh.
There is nothing else here.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to take this with us for now? Or...
I'll take it.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Got me a rock.
One side's paler, so maybe it's supposed to sit out in the sun somewhere.
Oh, yeah, we could do that. Right. See, I like the see. We went down a path. Now we did fall into a couple of pits. That wasn't so great. But then we come to a waterfall, and we've gone inside the waterfall, and we opened up a chest, and look, we got a rock. He just holds it up.
Triumphant.
That's right.
Ta-da!
You gotta finish setting up, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so should we go see where the other path goes?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Right, great. For the sake of time, I'm not going to make you guys walk all the way back.
Alright.
You make your way back through the path, and you manage to get through, triggering another pit trap, but you don't fall in. And then you get back to that fork in the road, and you are now faced with the eraser path as your option.
Alright.
Okay.
What?
Well, I
Okay.
guess.
This is a long
Let's
shot.
go.
What- Does the point of the pencil look at all like the little A?
No.
Ah, man.
Nice thought. Unfortunately not. Alright. So you're going down
Yeah, we
the
go.
main path, or the other path, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Corey's just gonna start stomping right off down the path because, you know.
Okay. Throw caution to the wind. I like it.
That's right, exactly. That's my boy.
You're making your way down this path, and it feels a lot longer than the other path, and hasn't made any steep turns or anything. And rather abruptly, you come to a break in the jungle and in the path. And in front of you, there is a mountain on the other side of a ravine.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
And directly in front of you, there is some sort of stone structure, which is standing on your side of said ravine. And there's a matching one on the other side.
Huh.
Huh. Okay. I want to take a closer look at the stone structure, I guess.
Okay. Roll me an investigation. 22.
Hey.
Very nice.
Woohoo!
Um,
Go Georgie.
So you go over and you have a look at this stone structure, and like a lot of the other stuff you've seen on this island so far, it kind of has that really old look to it. And in this one in particular looks very wind-blown. It's two pillars with that are kind of tapered at the top. And there is it probably comes up to about your shoulder height off to the left of these two pillars. There's a big square hunk of stone, and it has ancient Grolix all over it. But unlike the other bits of ancient Grolix you've seen, this looks indecipherable. The stone has weathered in a way that the other passages did not.
Oh.
In addition, underneath this big block of indecipherable text, there is a triangular hole.
Oh, baby!
Alright. And he's, Corey rolls up his sleeves, and he's like, see? Triangle, triangle rock, triangle, triangle rock. See? Alright, I'm gonna go stick that in right there. So that's what he's gonna do.
Pale side out.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yep.
Okay.
So he's gonna go stick it in there.
Fantastic. You stick the rock thing into the hole, pale side out, and there is another one of those rumbling sounds from under your feet. And I will get everyone to roll me another perception, please.
Okay.
That's not off to a great start.
No.
That's better.
Alright.
Go, Dillan.
Command first, so Dylan's at 16.
Perception.
Yeah, the 4 is mine.
Yeah, the 8's mine.
Got a 10.
10.
The natural
Okay.
1 is mine.
Okay. Again, not a high DC. It was 10. Unfortunately.
Minnie did not see it.
So, Dillan and Corey, you can see on the opposite side of this ravine some panels of stone move out of the way. And I'm going to cast your minds back to the lava room on the
I was
ship.
just thinking about that.
How a huge bridge came out. Well, that one came down, but this one comes out. And it is a rope and wooden plank bridge that kind of shoots out of this opening and latches onto your side of the ravine somewhere. And there is now a rather rickety looking rope and plank bridge across the ravine.
And there you go now. You look at that.
Wow.
Alright. Alright, well, I think I'm probably the tallest and maybe the heaviest, I don't know. I could go across and check, make sure it's all sturdy and everything. So.
Okay, what are you gonna do if it's not sturdy?
I'll figure out something.
That's not reassuring.
Georgie, you gotta
Like, do you have
understand.
like a grappling hook or something?
Georgie, you gotta understand. This is life, I mean, it's just, you take risks. You just go,
I'm
you
the
go.
two. Why am I being the reasonable one here?
You take risks. You walk across a ruggedy old bridge like this, and maybe it falls in. Okay, well, oh well. I mean, that happens.
I like risks, okay? I just think that there should be like backup plans in case the risk is real
Just
bad.
hold on to the rope, you'll be fine.
And as of yet, no
I mean,
one has
it's
looked
funny
into the
enough.
ravine to see what's at the bottom, so I'm just going to give you that little hint.
Alright, Dylan's gonna look
Yeah,
over
you're just
the
gonna
edge.
All right, somebody look in the ravine.
Okay.
Mr. Corey, you're the smartest, strongest, bravest person I know.
Aww.
Oh, that's so horrible.
Oh, cute.
Just the way that he's been like, you see, this and this, and she's like, oh.
Alright. Dylan peers over the edge of the ravine, and with a 6, with a 6. You can see... Georgie, that's not much better.
Georgie sees nothing.
Perception.
Okay.
Well, let's give
Describe
it a shot.
what they can see.
With abysmal rolls, you can see that it is not as deep as all that. You could probably climb it and then climb back out, but at the bottom there is a river.
See, it's perfectly safe. Like if I walk across it and it just happens to go snap, then I'll fall and get wet. That's all. I mean,
That
that's no
ain't
big deal.
funny.
Yeah, but I mean, I've already been ducked. I don't know how many times today. Anyway, what's it gonna hurt getting wet again?
No, rivers are sometimes nastier than they look, okay?
The additional detail with the 10 and the 13 is the river goes from each edge of the ravine. So it's not like one of those ones that's like a canyon with a little tiny trickle at the bottom. It's water, wall to wall.
Wall to wall water.
Mm-hmm.
It's big.
Alright.
Oh, I'm worried about rapids.
You cannot see how fast the water is moving from here.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So, well, Corey's gonna go across it because that's what Corey does. I'm going. Can I roll like a acrobatics thing just to see how well he does? Or
Yes. Yes, you can. I'm going to get you to roll it a couple of times, but let's try the first one.
Can
Alright,
I
okay.
say that when Minnie said that Corey was the bravest, strongest, smartest person she knows, that we'll give him Bardic Inspiration?
Sure.
Aww.
You have an extra D6 at your disposal.
Yay! I love Minnie. I love her so much. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna save that 6. I'm just gonna do the first roll thing.
22.
Hey!
Alright, you step out onto the first plank of the bridge. And it doesn't feel like the wood is soft or rotten. And you take a good number of steps in, and you think it's pretty sturdy so far. Roll me another one.
Alright. And you said I'm gonna roll 2, is that correct? Or
Still roll the same, the d20 plus 5, and if you want to add a d6 to that, you've got the Bardic Inspiration to do so.
I'll hang on to that.
I think the technical rule is once you see your result, but before the DM
Says
has
what
told
happens.
you what it means.
Yep.
You can still roll the d6 in that time.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
So
fair.
if you roll and you see
So
that you got like a 10 and you're like, I don't know about that, you could add it then too.
It's an 18.
Okay.
You're still good.
Okay.
You move out into more the middle section of the bridge, and this doesn't have any handholds, so you're taking your time. And it's not moving very much, but you can feel the bridge moving ever so slightly. Give me one more roll.
Alright.
An
11.
Add that d6.
Add it.
No, add it.
Your Bardic Inspiration. Oh my god, use it.
Plus 6. Alright. I got a 17 then. Alright.
You gotta roll a d6, yeah.
D6.
Alright. Oh, yeah, that's right. Alright.
You roll it.
That's right. I forgot. Okay.
You got
Plus
this.
6. 18. Yes.
No, not plus 6.
No, no,
It's
no,
d6.
Roll a 6-sided die, so it's a D6.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
Instead
Okay,
of 20,
cool.
it's just a 6. You got this.
I'm so sorry. Oh, okay, D6. All right, rolling a D6. All right. Come on.
4.
4.
Okay,
Plus 4.
so that makes it a 15. Alright, cool. You feel the wind pick up a little bit more as you are getting close to the other side, and then it abruptly stops as you put your boots on stone. You have made it across.
Yay!
Hey!
He's like, he turns around and he goes, "See, I told you, it's perfectly safe. Just go. All you gotta do is go slow, and just be really careful, and you'll be fine."
Oh boy.
I'm gonna try.
Oh man, you know Minnie's just gonna
Whoa,
go for
gonna
it,
give me
right?
heart attacks?
Who would like to go
Naomi's
next?
just gonna freaking go for it after you say that. The smartest, strongest, bravest person she knows. If you say it's gonna be fine, then it's gonna be fine. She's gonna go do it.
You can
Minnie,
do it.
why are you listening to
Nice and easy. Georgie's also going to give her Bardic Inspiration.
What am I? Is it Dex rolls?
Dex.
What was it?
What was it? It was acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Okay. Oh, that's better for me.
15.
Alright.
Okay.
I'll take the 15 for the first one.
You step out onto the bridge, and again, the wind is picking up a little bit, but it's not too bad, so you still keep your footing.
Solid.
One more. 20?
20.
You've kind of gotten used to the way that the bridge is swinging slightly, and you make your way through the middle section without any problems whatsoever, making it look easy. Roll me a third one.
It's easy, man.
Corey's just like, come on, you can do it. You can
16.
do it. You're doing great.
I feel like this is the kind of thing that the difficulty ramps up, so I'm actually just gonna use that extra.
Okay.
All right.
It's a 6, right? D6.
Yeah, it's a D6.
1. So that makes it a 17.
Okay, 17.
So the interesting thing about Georgie's Bardic Inspiration, because of her college, is you've got a little note floating around you while you've got Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
Since that's an ability roll, hang on, let me find out what that does. That's a note of ingenuity. You can roll the Bardic Inspiration die again and choose which roll to use.
I'll be shit. It's a 1, so I might as well.
Yeah. 4. Cool.
4.
That's good. All right.
Take that total of 20.
Okay, so you get through the far end of the bridge, and again, you feel the wind abruptly drop off, and you are now on the other side.
See, I told you to do
Gives a
it.
thumbs up and waves.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Corey just like kneels down. You did great.
Dylan waves back and
Corey like finally releases the breath he was holding.
Yeah, he totally did. I mean, he's acting like he's all cool and everything, but he was holding his breath the whole time he was watching Minnie go across. So, but he's not gonna let Minnie know that.
Oh, this is gonna end well in the future.
Is there like a rope thing that you can hold on to, or is it just a rickety old thing?
It's just a rickety old thing. There are no handholds at all.
All right, Dylan's gonna go for it.
All right.
Okay, Georgie's gonna pat his shoulder encouragingly. Okay, you can do it. No worries. You've also got Bardic Inspiration.
Bards everywhere.
Bards.
Dylan nods, takes a deep breath, and he goes.
All right.
13.
2 bards shaking hands from across a ravine.
I'm very nervous.
Are you using your D6 on that 13?
I'm very nervous.
Okay, that makes it a 14.
Like,
You step out onto the bridge. 15. You step out onto the bridge, and you can feel the wind picking up and ruffling your hair a bit, but it doesn't shake the bridge too much. Can I have another one for the middle section?
Dylan like grins nervously, looks up at like Corey and Minnie, looks over his shoulder at Georgie and Thad, and he's just like, "Okay, here we go."
Georgie is trying very hard not to show how nervous she is.
15 again. Okay, you make it through the middle section, and again the bridge is not moving so much that it's making you lose your footing. You're almost at the other side. One more.
So does he have another Bardic Inspiration or no?
No, I don't think so. You only have to use it once.
Nope.
Because I only have 1 left.
16.
Hey, good.
Okay, you feel, again, the wind drops abruptly as you get to the other side. And you're now standing on the other side with the other 2.
Okay, solid.
That's right. Corey's just like, when the kids go across, he just like he just holds his hand out and he just grabs them as quick as he can as soon as they get over there. And he just like pats them on the back and that's like, that's right, you did good. All right.
All right.
And he looks away and he goes,
I just realized
Okay,
we're going to
you
go back the other way.
Oh dear.
All right, Dad. You first.
All right.
You've got this. She also gives him Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, goodness,
She is
Gilligan.
using all of her Bardic Inspiration on the...
Oh,
He's got
he's
2
an
left.
old man.
Okay.
How good is his dex?
For his athletics? Well.
Well, this is why I gave him Bardic Inspiration.
Oh dear, he's gonna need it.
Note of ingenuity. Roll
Oh,
twice.
I get to do it twice, don't I? Yep.
Yep.
Okay, he's gonna take
Nice.
the 6. Woo! Okay, so what's that? 8, 9, 10, 11,
Plus.
12, 13, 14. Okay. It's rough watching this old man cross this bridge. The wind has distinctly picked up and it's shaking, but he's still on his feet. So we'll do the second one.
I think that he's gonna. Well, shit. I don't know if this is gonna even save it, but I was gonna say that he's gonna shout across and just say, "Don't fall, Grandpa."
If nothing else, that probably startles him enough that he loses balance, because that was
I
a
was gonna
3.
give him one more Bardic Inspiration. It's my last one of the day.
Oh,
I
well,
don't know
we
if it's
can
enough to save him.
we can definitely give it a try. Why not? No. Unfortunately,
I
that
don't
makes
have
a total of
Bardic Inspiration
5.
to get to roll.
Since I stayed back to go last, can I have Georgie, like, run forward to try and catch him if he falls over the side?
Yeah. Sure. Give me
God.
athletics at disadvantage first.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh,
Athletics. It's not best. Give it a go.
Oh, that was my last Bardic Inspiration. Shit.
Okay.
And then again for disadvantage.
Ah, shit.
Okay.
Grandpa, no!
Okay, so here is what happens. Thad is moving across this bridge, and there is a cry of, "Don't fall, Grandpa!" And he
Aw, man.
visibly startles and pitches over the side.
Oh, shit.
Georgie is offered a sprint to try and catch him, but as she does so, her foot goes in between 2 of the planks and then trips and falls off the edge as well.
Oh boy.
I'm going to get everybody else to roll me a perception, please.
okay.
Sure. Oh, this is not great for a child to see.
Okay.
That's a 14.
Oh.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
Oh my god.
And a 13
13.
and a 16. Okay.
16.
That will do it. You all lean over the side and watch these 2 plummet down towards the water. And as they're getting close, you see something rise up to meet them. There's 2 of them. They are large, look like they are made out of the same stone as the rest of the ruins you've been seeing on the island. And they look somewhat like a big stone hippo with a large open mouth, and they both come up and go shomp around Georgie and Thad, and then
Oh my
slowly retreat back into the water. And they are.
Oh my god!
And my dear friends, that is where we are going to close for today.
Oh, how dare you?
Everybody is standing on the edge of the ravine and they're just like jaws dropped, like, oh my god! Oh my god! I love it. I love it.
Oh, cool. Another Atlantis session where Minnie cries at the end.
Oh no!
Yo, Dillan might be crying too. Hang on.
It was supposed to be okay!
Yeah, Dillan's crying.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
supposed to be fine.
It was, until it wasn't. Well, thank you very much for playing today, guys. That was fun.
Oh my god, she's gonna feel so guilty. She's gonna think it was her fault. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh no, baby.
And yeah, we'll have to have a chat about when the next one is.
Oh, this is fun, guys. I love this.
This is literally a cliffhanger. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh.
They got eaten.
They got eaten.
Oh, wonderful.
You both ate Grandpa and
Georgie.
Oh no. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, well, thank you very much, guys. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. Everybody say bye.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.